the holiday season and it's new for everyone. For all you Christmas noobs out there, I've been playing this for a good minute now, total of 5 days now. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you the ropes, the best starting guns, the best starting class, and everything. So, I don't remember exactly what kill streaks there are available to you at the beginning, but go-to for any Call of Duty is UAV, personal UAV, clusters, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go in a private match in a second here, and I'm gonna show you what's new from the previous Call of Duties, or if you're new to Call of Duty in general, how it's gonna feel, because this game is different from the previous Call of Duties, especially from the recent ones like Black Ops 4, where you're running around with your head cut off, essentially, where you're just running all over the place. Yeah, this game is a lot more slower, extremely slower. So, and the maps, there's a lot of corners. You gotta check every corner. You'll see. So, let's start off with go-to. These are the two go-to for like my sweat classes. Don't worry about the variants, that's just cosmetic. So, doing missions will get you different items. So yeah, just do those missions, you get a variant if you care about that even. So, the go-to, starting off, okay, so generally speaking, you don't want this for every gun because some guns they don't have recoil. But the best two attachments for if you're trying to make it as laser as possible, what I mean by that is you don't have to move your stick because the gun's not going to go up as you're shooting as much, is going to be this right here, compensator. Compensator for almost every gun is going to be your best bet. And for underbarrel is going to be commando foregrip for the side to side. So the recoil stabilization, what that is that side to side movement. So each gun has its own particular recoil pattern. So some guns go a little bit to the left and then straight jerk to the right as you're shooting, if you keep on shooting. And some guns just go straight up. So those guns that go straight up, you don't really need this commando foregrip. It's not useful because it's not that much side to side, so you'll be better off with something like more recoil control if it's straight vertical, if you have trouble keeping that keeping on target. So yeah, there's also different conversion kits. So a great YouTuber that if you want to go specifically into like what happens when you turn those different ammo types, the Exclusive Ace, great YouTube channel, recommend him for actual stats. But generally speaking, for example, this MP5, which will be your best SMG in the game by far. The AUG's pretty good as well, but your main gun's going to be the MP5. Later on, when you're maxed out, oh, that's level 54. Well, the MP7's really good as well. It's basically less damage than an MP5, but also you can run faster with it and sprint out. So if you don't know what sprint out is while you're running, it actually takes more time to aim down sights to get your shot on target than where you just were standing and then aiming. So you gotta be worried about that. And then there's a new feature, which, you know what, I'll save that later. I'll show you that. To go to perks. The thing is, there's gonna be a lot of nade spam in this game, mostly C4s. The thing about EOD is that if you take any bit of damage and you haven't fully healed to 100%, you're gonna die. EOD needs to get buffed. So, I say your best bet will be EOD because most people are just gonna spam nades because they don't really know the map layout. But you could also go for double time as well. It's just general speed movement. Ghost. You need Ghost. As soon as you unlock this perk, you equip that perk. Ghost is your best friend. Perk 3, Battle Harden. doesn't really work that much. That's an optional. If you're constantly getting spammed with flashes and stuff, which you will be early on, so if you unlock that, that will be your best bet. But your second best bet will be shrapnel, where you can spam nades. Because as I said, EOD will leave you at 1 HP. If you just throw a second Semtex, they will die, even if they have the EOD on. So as I was saying, C4, your best bet. But early on, Claymore. Because no one knows the map layout, so they're not going to be checking the corners where you usually were. So Claymores are your best bet. And of course, classic stun versus flash. Always go with flash. I just have stun on because it just makes it easier for me to get the headshot challenges. And when you're don't use the decoy grenade, it's pretty useless. Snapshot. It sounds good, but until you realize that Ghost, which almost everyone's gonna run, if you have Ghost, it makes it so you don't show up on this. So essentially, this is useless. So yeah. And then if you're trying to go main AR, your best gun will actually be the first gun you come out with, is the Kilo. That's a very good gun. It's a more accurate version, but overall worse damage than the M4. The M4 is the best gun in the game. With assault rifles, you really want to go for headshots because most of them, unlike the previous Call of Duties, that shot to the head, like at least one bullet for the M4, it will be a 3 to 4 shot, but each will reduce damage. It will take the number of shots to kill -1. So headshots are really good. So yeah. The best setup I have for that is, well, there's two setups that professionals use. The one I'm using is a hybrid of them both, because I really like sights. So it will be minus that optic sight, doesn't need that. No stock would be the best. It's a mixture between the stock and the Corvus. So stock is slightly slower than the Corvus, but it also gives more benefits. So personal preference really on that one. Compensator and foregrip, that's the best two. As I was saying, the combo together, perfect. And the best thing you want for this, Strippled. Strippled is the best out of any grip tape, by far. Don't even bother using these other two. That is your main go-to. Pistols. For competitive play, honestly, every pistol in this game is good aside for the M19. Don't use that gun. This gun, if you want to be mobile, you would think you would be faster running with a knife. No, actually, if you look at that bar, mobility, it's actually lower. Don't ask me why. So, most professionals are running with the X16, just for that speed movement, and a little bit of damage, because if you're running with a knife, you have to knife them, which is really hard. But if you're running a sniper class, the Deagle is your best bet. And self-explanatory for the rest of that. Field upgrade, Dead Silence. Dead Silence is so good. In this game, Dead Silence isn't a perk, it's an ability. So you're gonna need that. So Dead Silence is your best bet. I think you unlock that pretty early on too. So either that or trophy system if you're getting nade spams. Well, you will. So trophy system will be a good bet. So let's go into an actual private match and show you just the general, like, what you want to do. Let's do Hackney Yard because that's actually a map that pops up a lot, especially, well, at least when the game first came out. That's what was happening all the time. So yeah, start it up. Oh, I have gold on this. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in a private match. Okay, so this is one of the spawns. What you'll see is that in regular Call of Duties, you know, spawns are pretty predictable. Spawns are really not predictable in this game. So you could be spawn trapping is not there. Of course, there's a general layout. If you're gonna be on that, your entire team is on the auto side. They're gonna be spawning this side. So yeah, there's a new feature that's, you know, new. It's this movement right here, or it's gonna be easier to show with a gun. It's called the super sprint. You go a little bit faster, but at the sacrifice, you ADS way slower. So your best bet is the super sprint around corners that you know are safe, but if you don't know, for instance, there could be an enemy right here. As I'm saying, there's a lot of corners on like every map. So what you want to do, super sprint, jump shot is your best bet. Prone shots are actually really easy to do in this game as well. It's just that jump shots are just superior. There's a lot of doors in this game. So you can use that to your advantage. You can ADS, and as it says, square, so you can hold that and then peek it, so you, as you're pushing the door, it slowly goes up. So you want to do that instead of just running through the door, because you saw how loud that was? That's going to give you away. There's a lot of sound in this game, so sound is your best bet. So notice how I'm running around. It's going to be a lot louder. I'm making everyone across the map know where I am. But if you're doing it regularly, with dead silence equipped, you open the door. Okay, that was a bad example. I thought I wanted clip into that second door. But yep, you go through, and you don't have to worry about that. Of course, you still want to check the corners. You don't want to just go blazing around. So, for this map example, general traps are going to be this middle area. People are going to be on top of there, and people are going to be on top of there, and inside. So, just going to show you an example. This isn't for well, this will generally for every map. So, sometimes you spawn over there, sometimes you spawn over here, starting off. So, for example, if you're spawning over here, what I would usually do with this setup is that I'll switch to my knife because it'll be faster. I'll move over here to cover. And then generally by this point, people are already going to be nading here if they're smart, or they're going to be looking up here. So what you want to do is immediately, you can either check back here or back there. Those are the two places. Or back here if they're already up there already. Check the corner. For early off, leaning is actually going to be pretty good. Now there's going to be some cases, like for some spots, where leaning is going to get you killed. Most of the time, leaning is pretty bad. Just, yeah, don't do it. And so, open the door. If you open this door, you will, get snipers. Right there. There's a head glitch right there. You can have the same head glitch over here. Yeah. You're gonna have to take this game really slow. A lot slower than what you're used to. See how many corners there are? You have to check up here, up there. Gotta check if someone's behind here, behind there. Not as much here. Usually up there. And that's gonna be their spawn. There's probably gonna be people in the back, or there's usually a car right there. Back here, you can mantle on top of here. A lot of people are gonna be either, if this is their spawn, they're gonna either be up here, right there, or in the window right here. So yeah, just play it slow. It will be a pain. Just remember the maps. The moment you learn the maps is the moment you start going positive. Because I remember I was like 0.8 KD, getting spawn trapped immediately. Of course, it's not going to be as hard for you guys because the spawn traps are not as strong anymore. But you will eventually get a little bit of a spawn trap on. But soon enough, as long as you know the map layout and know which corners they're going to be at, it's going to be easy for you. That's for every Call of Duty, really. So yeah. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little short commentary. Your best friends, AR, M4. Best friends for SMG, MP5. Run a secondary, that's either a deagle if you unlock it, or... and that's it. And just learn the maps, really. Because the moment you learn the maps, the moment you... oh, and if you want to be a real cheese lord, if you're new to Call of Duty, do that. That's... so they'll usually be aiming over there if they're new to the game. Or if they're experienced, they're going to be a little bit over here. But they're not expecting you to be over there with the new super sprint. And you're gonna have the advantage, even though they're having that lane right there. So yeah. Oh, and a little fun tip to just flex on the kids, because even people that like bought this game day one still don't know it. If you hold up on the D-pad, you have the list. You can customize what it has. So right now I have check watch and a heart emoji. So don't forget to like that video. Am I right? And Vape Nation.